Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now, and we've got to continue this ridiculous story about an Alabama pastor and the mayor of Smith Station who is a degenerate. There's really no other way to put it. That's how it appears. 1819 News has done an amazing job covering this story. There are things here that are incredibly troubling, and I have a sinking suspicion that things are going to get worse. In the beginning of all of this, ha 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 ha, look at this weirdo, right? I mean, I'm just going to tell you, that's the position that I took. It was ha 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 ha, look at this weirdo, okay? And maybe some people think that's not very nice and all these other things. Fine. But that part of the story is over. Now we are into a new phase of this story, and it is, okay, there's something wrong with this individual, and he should not be the mayor, nor should he be a pastor in a church. Go back and read the stories that they have put together at 1819 News. They are getting progressively worse, and I doubt they stop. In these online posts that he has been making that he says were out of context and jokes, well, they're not. Okay? In one post, he added the caption, "Do what you have to do to get effed. Once you've been mounted properly, there's no going back." He refers to a bunch of different things, but the most egregious thing he has done, with the thing that requires that he be removed as the mayor and from that Baptist church, is he used a young minor's photo and the photo of the sister, which I'm not even going to put up, as 1819 has taken it down at the behest of the parents. It says to take the shots, get the implants, and get blanked. Become the whore. That's basically what they go for. And it involved the photo taken off a young person's Facebook page from inside the community of which this Mayor Bubba Copeland lives. That's it. Game over, okay? I mean, I'm sorry. That is the end of this individual as a figure in any community. That should be the end of it, and that should be like the bare minimum of what we should be talking about when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I want to show you something a little bit different here. I went and used a program that allows you to take a look at what is being done online and on media outlets with this story. And you're about to find that this story of a pastor in Alabama, a mayor of a city, double public figure there, doing these kind of things online and involving minors, and I'm telling you, there's more to this story, has not been touched by the local or national media. If you take a look at what's happening on your screen right now, what you are finding is me typing in the guy's name, Bubba Copeland, and hitting search and seeing if I can find anything about this individual that has been covered. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing's been covered locally about him regarding this story. There was some stuff from September at the top of this. And then I went and said, okay, maybe I need to put it in quotes. So I put it in quotes, hit search again, and I found absolutely nothing about him again regarding this. So then I took it out and said, okay, maybe just Copeland. Maybe we'll search there and see if we can find anything different there. And the answer is nope, nothing there either. So that right there tells you that the coverage of this story has been almost non-existent. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been absolutely non-existent outside of Yellowhammer News and 1819 News. Now, these two outlets have covered this story. I've covered it. 1819 News has covered it. And it's important to stay on stories like this because this is a story involving a town. This is a story involving children, and this is a story involving someone leading a double life. Now, media outlets have gone out of their way in the state of Alabama to pretend that this isn't news. Ruth Severin Smith called 1819 News, a so-called media outlet. She works for AL.com. They haven't covered the story. Josh Moon, the Alabama political reporter, when he's not defending John Rogers' rampant corruption, he's a state representative from Birmingham, and saying, why is he in jail? Should he be in jail? He's now also saying, well, why go after this mayor? There's no reason to do that. But I'll remind all of these people that they have covered the sex lives and personal lives of politicians for eons. It's something that members of the media do. But when they choose not to cover a story, that itself becomes a story. And the failure of the local and national media to look at this story, which is very salacious, a transgender mayor from Alabama, this is not interesting. Involving children in all of this, that's not interesting enough for anyone to cover. I find that very hard to believe, which leads me to believe two things. One, the transgender thing is the most important thing to them, and they don't want to make somebody who claims to be transgender look bad. Now, I've had people tell me, well, he's just actually a crossdresser, not transgender. He referred to himself as a curvy, transgender, transitioning girl. Those are his words. So I was told that I'm supposed to call them whatever they want to be called. And that's apparently what he wanted to be called. But the movement on transitioning and transgenders is too important to the media for them to have this kind of negative attention directed to it. That's the story now. And this mayor was online helping and telling people to get the hormones and to transition. So they're trying to protect him for that as well. It is egregious. It is unforgivable. And it is expected from our friends in the media. They claim they're the good guys, and over again, they show you, wait a second, no, we're not. We're the bad guys, and we should start believing them. Your disdain and your hatred for journalists doesn't go far enough.